Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. If you did not see my first upload of today, make sure you stop this video, pause this video, don't stop it, pause it, and then watch that video. Because ladies and gentlemen, it's in my thoughts, it's in my head. My head is loopy sometimes. But ladies and gentlemen, today is because this whole weekend was a wrestling weekend. Because we had NXT Takeover Chicago with a whole bunch of championships on the line. And we had WWE Backlash, SmackDown's pay-per-view. Everybody loves SmackDown because SmackDown is better than Raw right now. But ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing the results of those two pay-per-views. I did two predictions on both NXT Takeover Chicago and Backlash. But mostly Backlash. Remember, Backlash had this title on the line. It's technically my SmackDown WWE Championship because I told you guys about this bet with Gremlin 13. I will tell you who wins after I do the results. So ladies and gentlemen, first we want to do the NXT Takeover. I think I can remember all of these. We had Roderick Strong versus Sanity's leader, Eric Young. It was an okay match. I believe I chose Eric Young. I don't remember who I chose, but I believe I chose Eric Young to win this match. It was an okay match. The winner of that match was Roderick Strong. And he got angry because Eric Young brought up his family, his wife, and his newborn kid. Nobody messes with a guy's family. Next match is for the United Kingdom Championship. And there was a return of a commentator named the good old JR, Jim Ross. But ladies and gentlemen, it was Pete Dunne versus, it's my first time seeing him on NXT because sometimes I miss that episode. But it's my first time seeing Pete Dunne in the NXT ring. But ladies and gentlemen, versus Tyler Bate for the United Kingdom Championship. It was a great match. The winner of that match, and your new United Kingdom champion, Pete Dunne. Whatever he does. I think he does that. I think it looks like he wants to punch himself. And then we had the triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. This time it's an NXT title. Asuka versus Ruby Riott, a girl that looks like she looks like a biker girl, and a half vampire. And then we have Nikki Cross. Everybody loves Nikki Cross because people like her because she looks pretty and she's crazy and dangerous. So ladies and gentlemen, that was a great match. There was near fall after near fall. Remember, Ember Moon was supposed to be in this match, but she had an arm injury. But on the pre-show, she says she will still get her shot of the NXT Women's Championship, but she doesn't care if Asuka retains or she loses the title. She will get that shot of the title. But it was a near fall after near fall with every single female wrestler every single time. And ladies and gentlemen, after Asuka, I believe Asuka did her submission. The Asuka lock, right, put her arm right here, and she taps on Ruby Riott. And Asuka retains the NXT Women's Championship. Awesome. I believe I chose Asuka on that one. And then we had the NXT Championship. I chose Hideo on this one. I'm sad. But it's not the bet one. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it was Hideo versus Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship. It was a great match. But the winner of that match would double whatever I don't know what he calls this DDT. It looks like a DDT. It looks like Edge's DDT. But he does that same DDT. But he didn't let go of the head. He rolled, just like John Cena did with his attitude adjustment on AJ Styles. But he rolled and he did another DDT because he looked like he knocked out 1, 2, 3, the glorious one. Bobby Roode is still your NXT champion. Then we have the NXT Tag Team Championship DIY versus Authors of Pain in a steel cage. In a ladder match. It was a phenomenal match. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, the Authors of Pain, got the NXT Tag Team titles. They are still the champions, but at the end, Johnny Gargano went to the hospital because of his partner. He attacked him. He ran his knee right into the face of Mr. Johnny Gargano, right into the stage, and then you broke the announce table, and ladies and gentlemen, those are my favorite tag team. TNA is ruining one of my tag teams, the Wolves, and now NXT is doing the same thing. God, I'm so sad. I wasn't sad. It's just, it's TV. It's, what are you going to do? Right? What are you going to do? Now we have Backlash. Backlash. Ladies and gentlemen, it is upsetting because if you guys didn't see Backlash, you guys might be upset too. If you guys are a fan of Jinder Mahal, if you guys are, we got Todd Dillinger versus Aiden English in a singles match. It was the Crybaby, and he loves to sing. But the winner of that match, and I chose Ty Dillinger, and the winner of that match was the perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. And then we had Shinsuke Nakamura making his debut against Dolph Ziggler. It was okay match. It was a little slow until he got better at the end. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Shinsuke Nakamura. Then we had the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, defending their SmackDown Tag Team titles against Breezango, Fandango, and Tyler Breeze. It was funny because, ladies and gentlemen, they showed the fashion files. It's like, have you seen the show called SVU, Special Victims Unit, Law and Order? It's something like that. But ladies and gentlemen, they were talking about fashion. Saying SmackDown Live doesn't have any fashion. Okay, so Tyler Breeze drives up as a janitor, mopping everything like on the ramp, the ring, and then he gets knocked out. And then he drives as an old lady, and then he gets knocked out. But ladies and gentlemen, there was some parts that the Breezango was going to win those tag team titles, but the winner of that match, and still your SmackDown tag team champions, the Usos. Day one-ish, whatever that means. Then we had Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. I didn't care about this match because it was boring, and I chose Baron Corbin, but I took my dogs out that time. I did not really care about this match. I really didn't care. It was like a break match for me. I know there's some matches that will be a break time, but this was a break match. I took my dogs out, and it was still going on, but the winner of that match was Sami Zayn. I lost a point there, and I lost a point on the Usos as well. Don't worry about that. Then we had the Welcome Community, Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina with James Ellsworth, another girl, versus Charlotte Flair, Naomi, and Becky Lynch by submission. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was the Welcome Community because I believe Becky Lynch is no. It says on the first, it says Charlotte Flair. So I believe Charlotte Flair got out. The winner of that match was Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina. It was an okay match. I wasn't really a fan of it. This was supposed to be my favorite match. Kevin Owens defends his United States Championship against AJ Styles, but it wasn't. It was a slow-paced match, and it was boring. And the winner of that match, by count out, Kevin Owens, because AJ Styles trying to jump on the announce table. He got hurt, and then some reason he got caught on the wires on the announce table and gets counted out. And the winner of this match, and still your United States Champion, Kevin Owens. I think Mr. AJ Styles deserved another shot of the United States title. Then we have Eric Rowan versus Luke Harper. That was another break match that everybody will get off their couches, whatever the hell they're watching this Backlash. Get off of their couches, do whatever they do, get snacks, cook something, go to the washroom, or take their dogs out, or anything like that. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Luke Harper. I believe I chose Luke Harper on that one. I believe. Who will have Eric Rowan win that? Seriously, he was like a big jobber. Raw has their big jobbers, and they're not going to let him win. Then, ladies and gentlemen, the saddest match of my whole entire life watching WWE. We saw Bray Wyatt win the WWE Championship. I was okay with that because he was like a main eventer. But Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. It was an okay match until the Singh brothers came in. Attacked Randy Orton, and Randy Orton wasn't focused on Jinder Mahal. I call him Mahal because I don't like saying Mahal. Jinder Mahal But he wasn't focused. He was going to do the DDT. I believe he did the DDT on the Singh brothers. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jinder Mahal grabs his arm and does his finisher. 1, 2, 3. The winner of that match and the new WWE Champion, Jinder Mahal. How is he the WWE Champion? Seriously, how? What is going on here? Jinder Mahal is now the WWE Champion. What's the point of having him as champion? I understand they want new talent. But remember, before he left the WWE, he was a guy, was part of a imagination band called 3MB, and they got destroyed by Brock Lesnar. That was like in 2014. You remember that? I totally remember that. I remember that because he was the biggest jobber on Raw, SmackDown. I believe it was on NXT for a little bit as well. But how? I believe it was the man was in the finals of that tournament to versus Seth Rollins for the NXT title. But how did he become the WWE Champion? That's the only title that he held in his career of the WWE. He only held the WWE title. He never held the tag titles. He never held the Intercontinental, the United States, or won the Money in the Bank or Royal Rumble. He just wins the North Contendership and beats Randy Orton. A 13-time world champion. I almost screw that up right there. But ladies and gentlemen, remember the superstar fact that we're going to do the current champions. And I am definitely hoping that somebody will beat Jinder Mahal for that WWE Championship before we even get to him. I really wish. I wish somebody takes that title away. Maybe Shinsuke Nakamura. I hope somebody takes that title away. Randy Orton won't do it with his rematch clause because Jinder Mahal just won the championship. He's not going to lose it. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. Remember, hit that like button. And leave a comment what your did you guys win? Did you guys bet your family? Did you bet your friends? And yes, I did lose the bet. I did. I had to say the Gremlin beat me in the bets. I always had to do that because I suck at them. But ladies and gentlemen, remember, hit that like button and leave a comment if you guys did bet on anything with your family, with the pay-per-views. Just tell me about it. I want to know what you guys bet on and how did you guys do. And remember, I always tell you this. I tell you how to do this because I want to, and because some of you guys might forget how to subscribe to Tyler's Talk. That's easy, ladies and gentlemen. That's easy. Remember, hit that red button that says subscribe. It's a rectangle red button. And hit that bell icon. Make sure it's ringing. Looks like it's ringing. It will look like it's ringing. It'll have some sound waves. But ladies and gentlemen, remember, you hit that bell icon. Make sure it's ringing to be notified every time I upload a video. That's all for me today. Tyler out.